All right, ladies and gentlemen, up for your consideration is a Camp Chef Everest 2X propane camp stove. 2 burners. Comes with this Pheasants Forever nylon case. Let's go ahead and see what we have in here. So this is a very lightly used stove. It's never been out in the field. It's never had anything greasy cooked on it. I have, however, done like a water boil test and baked some biscuits and made some coffee one time. I think 3-4 times all it's ever been fired up. It does come with the 1 pound bottle propane regulator. You can also, if you have the accessory hose, hook that up to a larger bulk bottle. A couple of things that I like about the stove is that the lid flies flat, so it's out of your way if you don't need it. But if you do put it up, you have these side wings that are very nice, great wind resistance, key into the bottom and lock into place with the same metal clasps that hold the lid shut. This is a 2 burner stove. These are 2 20,000 BTU per hour burners. This thing gets hot. It will boil a bunch of water really quickly. But this stove also has a fantastic simmer. This is a big stove. It's good for a family or a couple that really likes to cook and likes a propane camp stove. Piezo ignition, truly a fantastic stove. And you're going to see why I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to use a couple of my Coleman stoves here to show you size differences. So if you're familiar with the old Coleman suitcase stoves that we've all kind of seen, grew up with, you're going to see size comparison here. Those are what I prefer. You're going to see 2 other stoves. I don't need 3, 4, 5 camp stoves. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting a 425 Coleman camp suitcase stove on there. This is the archetypal camp stove that we all see and know from Coleman, and you can see how much more room there is. You can use real pots and pans on this Everest as compared to this 425. As big as that 425 is, the Coleman stove is, you're still pretty limited as far as what you can use for size of pots and pans because of the width of this thing. Now you can also see the thickness, really not much of a difference. The Everest might actually be a little bit shorter when everything's closed up. So it is longer. But if you're familiar with the camp stoves, you can see what's going on here. Here is a 413. It's a 2 burner stove. It's a little bit wider. This would kind of be the Coleman white gas equivalent to the Everest. But you can see the Everest is still like 1.5 inches, 2 inches wider for a little bit more footprint. And also a lot hotter. That's 2 20,000 BTU burners on the Everest. So 1 burner in the Everest is just a little bit less than both burners put together on that Coleman. So if you're looking for a lightly used camp stove and you've been looking at these Everest, this is a good one. It's got the cool case with room on each side for another bottle, little 1 pound bottle, and this thing is super clean. So hey, I appreciate your looking, and have fun camping.